Well, space is a place that is full of challenges, and it's a place full of planets to discover, or as the case may be, to rediscover. A key component of any Mars mission is figuring out ways to sustain life on the planet. Vera Mulyani is the founder and CEO of Mars City Design. She is building a prototype of what could be a sustainable city on Mars. These are the images. Tell me what we are looking at here.
So this is one of the projects that is the most recent. We have to figure out how to use the in situ resource on Mars, where we are going to land, where we're going to build the first base.
Are we? Are we really?
I hope so. It's much more hopeful to wake up in the morning with that kind of looking up kind of projects, right?
So tell me about this, because last week Prince William said, and I quote, "We need some of the world's greatest brains and minds fixed on trying to repair this planet, not trying to find the next place to go and live."
Yes.
I'm assuming that you don't agree with him there. I'm assuming that, the interest in space, and specifically in Mars, to your mind, is about, efforts in sustainability, correct? So just explain why.
That's correct. I think there is always a problem on Earth because we're human and we keep progressing. And I think there is not creation versus evolution. It's about understanding creation by evolving. And within the evolution, we will be able to see the progress in understanding the creation. So what happened is, when we work on something so extreme and we come back home, we will bring all this stuff that we have discovered, and suddenly everything else looks so easy, so much easier.
The 2017 announcement of the Mars mission here, the Hope probe, came alongside an ambition that in 100 years there may be a city, or the hope was that there would be a city on Mars. So let's just go back to these images that we've seen here in the Mojave Desert in the US. Just talk us through what it is then that you have been creating, because you haven't been up there yet, clearly. So this is quite the project, right?
I just actually arrived from Mars. I still have the jet lag. No, actually, so this is the different prototypes. If we talk about 1 million people in 2100 on Mars, or even somewhere on Earth, we need to think about how to sustain the community, the placement, the whole resources, because otherwise we will repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Look at all the cities that are just traffic jam everywhere today. It's not designed for the progress yet.
Is this more art installation than architecture? Because your background is in both, of course.
That's correct. I think my role really is to be the mortar of all these bricks of intelligence that will create the wall. So this is just an example of a vision that we can include. It's a suggestion. It's not something concrete that form's supposed to be that way. So it's just a speculation of idea how energy production base could be looking that way, how habitat could be looking that way, but then if we're far from the planet home, how can we place them together?
Elon Musk has said, and I quote, "If we make life into multi-planetary, there may come a day when some plants and animals die out on Earth, but are still alive on Mars." Is that the right approach to Mars exploration, do you think?
I believe that there are already certain extremophiles, bacteria that are alive really beneath the surface of Mars, because wherever there is water, there is life, right? So they have found evidence of water existence billions of years ago maybe, but it's still there. So I think the idea is really to just project what could be and accept the benefit coming out of that. It makes people think, it makes people reflect on what they are doing today on Earth. Like, are we just keep consuming, or are we going to give back?
You look amazing on the jet lag coming in from Mars. We very much appreciate your time with us today. Do enjoy the week, because I know that there are a lot of really important discussions going on here about research and what the future for for space is and why. Enjoy your time here.
Thank you
very
so
much
much,
indeed for
Becky.
joining us. I'll be back
Really,
at the top of the
my
hour with
pleasure.
more from here, connecting the world for you today.